2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. And the pregame warm-ups wrapping up out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Lakers going up against the San Antonio Spurs. Well, for San Antonio, playing under 500 basketball over the last 10 games, they can do better, and they'll try to get on the winning side tonight. And Kenny, we have lots to talk about. One thing coming up on the horizon, the trade deadline. Front offices have had time to evaluate rosters. What are your feelings about blockbuster in-season trades?
Huge deals are rare in the season, Ernie.
Huge deals.
Huge deals. But typically they come in the offseason because teams have time to nurture and bring them again. But there have been some great trades in midseason. So you can find new life right after the trade deadline, a la Clyde Drexler, the Houston Rockets, to get us our second championship.
Good point. New players would be slow to acclimate. But, Ernie, I think at times you risk disrupting chemistry.
Sometimes worth the risk and sometimes not.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like a nut, and sometimes I don't.
Kevin Harlan, take it away.
Welcome, everyone, to the sold-out Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles, California. It's the home of the Lakers, where we're broadcasting live today for 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by the talented analyst tandem of Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. David Aldridge is on our sideline. This game marks the end of this stretch at home for the Lakers, back on the road tomorrow. There's no question this game will put them to the test. Facing off against a team that has every expectation of beating them, they'll need to play a complete game to snare a win.
And I think for the Lakers, there were fears they'd be one of the NBA's doormats this season. Those fears have turned out to be well-founded.
Well, it's not really shocking, is it? Considering the makeup of their roster, they need a ton of help in many areas if they want to get better.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the floor for San Antonio, the defensive tandem of Green and Leonard outside. Aldridge is at the 4 with Gasol at the 5. And it's Parker in at the point guard. And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ballgame. They set the pick. Aldridge's shot is good. Well, Chris, as we get deeper into the season, it becomes clear to us, the fans, who the real title contenders are. You were on some teams that were considered title contenders. When did you know that this was the way your team was going to go?
Well, I think you know you can go all the way when you come in to training camp. You have a special feeling. You know each player's skill set. You know how they can add to yours. You understand the chemistry. I don't think any team comes together in the beginning of the season and doesn't expect that they can win a championship, the ones that really have a legitimate chance. It's not like you can say, hey, I didn't know we were that good. Hey, we can vie for the championships. No, I think most teams go into the season from the last year saying, you know what, next year is our year, and that's how we were. We prepared for it for day one in training camp. That's how we approached it. And being on bad teams, you don't even mention championship. You say, hey, we need to get better every day. That's a code for we're going to be bad, but let's keep our head up and take this punch in the face and keep it going.
Now here's Leonard. A 26-point game for him in the win against the Kings in Sacramento.
Oh, well, his rebounding stood out, too. He gave them a big lift on the boards.
There's Parker with the 3. A rebound by the Lakers. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
And I feel like the defense was one step behind all night. I mean, they never made the adjustments to string together a few stops.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And San Antonio called for the foul.
Well, I just watch KCP out there, and whether it's on the ball or off the ball, he's so active with his feet and his hands. He's so hard to shake. He can hound a perimeter threat all game long.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And with KCP, he'll often draw the premier perimeter threat as his defensive assignment, which he welcomes. More often than not, Chris, he'll find a way to slow him down.
It's his ability on both ends on the floor. KCP, his skill set, that's what coaches love about him. He can lock you up on D, but he can also be a challenge for a defender on the other end.
And one of the more surprising moves this past offseason was when the Pistons let KCP go. 2 sides couldn't see eye to eye on a contract, and eventually they let him be an unrestricted free agent. And really, Gasol just never stops attacking the boards, just utterly relentless at pounding the glass.
Now here's Nance. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Misses the 3. And Greg, Caldwell Pope ultimately ends up on the Los Angeles Lakers. Strange to see such a talented player get renounced by his old team, the Detroit Pistons.
Yeah, you just don't see that very often. And after the Bradley trade, the Pistons seemed ready to move on. Lucky for the Lakers to pick up a player like Caldwell Pope so late in free agency.
Here's Leonard. Harrison Barnes picking up that last basket. Gasol, a screen on Barnes. Leonard against Barnes. 5 to shoot. Shoots. And that one's good. Leonard.
There's no lack of aggression on his part. When he's got the chance to score, he'll take it.
Green against Caldwell Pope. The feed now to Ball. There's the pass to Zubac. And Nance kicks to Ball. Nance sets a screen for Ball. Caldwell Pope for 3. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And here is Parker. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Gasol a screen, and they call an illegal screen here.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
I think you'll probably see more arguments on those illegal screen calls than just about any other play, maybe the charge call, but guys never think they were moving.
The Spurs making a switch here. Gay's checked in. The Lakers in the lead. Caldwell Pope outside. They set the pick. Down low, deflects the pass, and stolen by Aldridge. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Now here's Parker. He's covered closely. Green kicks to Gay. Aldridge a screen. Jumper off the screen. The shot, no good.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Yeah, coming off of a good pick, you want to get that when he gets the separation he needs. I know he would love to have that one back.
Outside, Green kicks to Parker. Spurs working the ball around now. Aldridge a screen. Dishes it to Leonard. Just 4 to shoot. From 13 feet, it goes down.
Yeah, and from mid-range, Leonard's jump shot is money. It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or catch and shoot. He never loses his touch.
Now here's Barnes. In the game against Sacramento, very impressive. Caldwell Pope passes to Zubac. Another shot, and it's sent back by Aldridge. Passes it to Gay, and stolen by Barnes. Over Gay, and again, no good by the Lakers.
He may have missed it, but that's a clean look at the basket.
Leonard against Nance. Here's Parker. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. 6 to shoot. So they take the lead.
Oh, come on. You have to commend the way Gay sees the floor, especially how he sees available space off of picks and capitalizes.
Now, here's Ball. It's a 3-point game. Now Caldwell Pope. They know he's going to give him a lift with his scoring. He's averaging 16 points a game. And Ball gets it to go on the assist by Caldwell Pope. Ball's got his first 3 points of the game.
In the Spurs last season, how about setting the all-time record for consecutive winning seasons with 20? This is a group that's won 50 or more games in every one of those seasons except the strike-shortened one in '99.
Now here's Ball, following the miss by LaMarcus Aldridge.
And at 6'6", Ball, very similar to Jason Kidd in terms of the vision that he plays the game with. His IQ is off the charts.
Well, it seemed like destiny. The Lonzo Ball would end up with the Lakers. He found his way to the team he grew up watching.
You know, and rarely do you see a team and player be such a perfect fit. But that's the case here. And the pressure will be on Lonzo to succeed in L.A., put a lot of faith in getting to the Lakers. And remember, he turned down workouts from every other team because he wanted to wear that Laker uniform.
That's good from Ball. A different look now for San Antonio. Ginobili comes in for Danny Green. And it's Mills in for Parker. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. And the Lakers, Greg, for a long time could rely on the lure of Los Angeles to draw top free agents. History does a lot, it seems.
Yeah, Paul George listing them on his short list shows they still have that pull, but the Lakers will be big players in free agency, I believe, in the near future.
And here is Ball. Manu Ginobili getting his 3 to go. Ball dishes to Clarkson. There's the pick. Feeds it to Ball. Pass to Kuzma. Second chance shot. And it's sent back by Aldridge. Leonard with the ball. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game. Now, here's Ball. He dishes it to Clarkson. And again, no good by the Lakers. For San Antonio, they've gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. And Mills kicks to Leonard. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Leonard. Gay in the corner from past the arc. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
It's a confidence shaker when you can't hit a wide open three like that.
Kuzma, that's good.
Terrific pass work. That shot's a lot easier after an assist like that.
And here's Mills. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Leonard inside, and the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That'll be his second foul of the game. Curry's checked in for Ball. Spurs also with the sub. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Leonard. And Mills kicks to Ginobili. They set the screen. 5 to shoot. And that one's good by Gay.
Oh, and if you were the defense, you have to be right in the jersey of Gay. A knockdown threat on the catch and shoot.
Curry passes to Kuzma. Now the dish to Clarkson. Outside Curry. Barnes against Gay. Offensive rebound, and that one good. And the Lakers lead by 1.
And nobody puts a body on Bogut, and then he makes them pay the price.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Luke Walton gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He told me this is a fun night trying to slow down a team that's so smart and opportunistic. He said, look, we've scouted them, but this is the first time we've actually seen them this season. So it will be interesting to see if we can disrupt their offense and slow them down just a little bit. Back to you, Kevin.
Great job, David. So they know how dangerous this team can be if they get on a roll.
And that means contesting every single shot. It's going to take a lot of effort on D, but they can't give up those easy baskets.
You know, it'll be interesting to see any type of adjustments as well, because with the type of effort they're going to exert, they're going to need to keep some fresh legs out there. They may have to go deeper into their bench than usual to make sure they don't get run down.
Nailed from three-point land.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Anderson the screen. Now here's Mills. He's covered by Clarkson. Aldridge a screen. The drive by Gay. That shot misses. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Here's Kuzma. Off target from three-point range. Spurs trail by 4. Ginobili dishes to Gay. Outside Aldridge. Spurs passing it around. Ginobili against Curry. Shoots from the elbow. No good from Ginobili. Lakers leading by 4. Barnes outside. He feeds it to Curry. There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Kuzma. Offline with his 3.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And Anderson kicks to Aldridge. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
His mid-range game is what sets Aldridge apart from the other bigs in our league. He's about as accurate a shooter as you'll find among players with his size.
There isn't any player in the league who's going to pass up that shot. There was nobody near him.
Now here's Mills. He's covered by Clarkson. And Mills kicks to Gay. Aldridge inside, knocked away. It's stolen by Bogut. Barnes. He can't hit that time. And so the first quarter is in the books. Lakers lead by 5. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. The San Antonio Spurs have really popularized that unselfish offensive style of play. Manu Ginobili talked about their Spurs approach.
Attack and find the open teammate, not try to solve problems by ourselves. It's something that we've never done, and every time we did it, it's not us.
There's a lot to be said for knowing, Greg, who you are and what your game plan is, and there may be no other team that gets that better than the San Antonio Spurs.
And Kevin, it helps to have that core of Manu and Tony there as the foundation and coaches on the floor for each new wave of players that have come through this Spurs organization.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
And through that first period, for me, their work on the glass has been the difference.
Well, it means extra possessions, and that's certainly reflected in the score right now.
On the court right now for the Spurs, we've got Rudy Gay, Murray out there with Mills, and there's Anderson, and it's Gasol at the pivot, manning the middle. And it's sent back by Bogut.
And with that condor-like wingspan, Bogut says,
Now here's Murray. He's covered by Clarkson. Curry against Gay. Pass to Mills. Gasol a screen. And Mills kicks to Murray. Hits it from three-point range. Murray's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Smart decision to kick the ball out as the defense collapses inside.
And Luke Walton, the Lakers' 6th head coach in the last 6 seasons, counting interims. I think they're going to be patient with him, though, as he rebuilds.
I hope so. I mean, the fact that he's a familiar face, a SoCal native, and a former Laker helps by patience from the fans. Also, his deal is guaranteed through 2020. They need to give him a chance.
Now here's Gay. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Sacramento. A pull-up, and he hits the jumper for 2. Curry's got his first basket of the night.
Oh, great awareness. No reason to take it inside there against the taller man.
Well, he created a little separation from that mid-range. Just a good shot for him in that situation.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Mills passes to Gay. Over Curry. And off the front iron, and in it goes. 7 points for Gay.
And Gay is very confident from the mid-range. When he has his feet under him, he's extremely reliable from there.
Ennis kicks to Clarkson. Screened by Bogut. Clarkson dishes to Bogut. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. They get Paul Gasol. A player who measures his impact, Greg, on the game at the defensive end, the 7-footer Andrew Bogut.
Yeah, and it's interesting. He said he was a horrible defender at the University of Utah. Soaked up the game from the great defenders in the NBA, learning defensive 3 seconds, when to go, when not to. He's a master now.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And Chris, you could always face up so well from the high post when you played. Which power forward do you think has the best face-up game out there right now?
Well, I think in order to have a really good face-up game, you have to have another threat, and that's to be able to drive and finish strong off of one leg. And you definitely look at a guy like Towns in Minnesota. He has that. He's so explosive. He can finish with either hand. I also think you have to look at Anthony Davis. This kid, he can stretch the floor, shoot out to the 3, but also his first step is so quick. The same with Cousins. The fact that he's 7 foot can post you up, but his first step step, being quick off of a pump fake, he can do it as well. And don't forget about Blake Griffin. When he gets to that 15-foot spot, you really have to honor his jump shot. So those guys come to mind as far as big fellas that can face you up and knock it down.
I know you took great pride in your decision-making in terms of when to shoot and when to drive.
Yeah, I think your shot selection is your defense as well. You shoot a bad shot, a team like Golden State could have 6 points on 2 possessions off of 2 bad turnovers. And also, I think it shows a commitment to your team for wanting to win. You know, just because you have the green light, why take that when a teammate might have a better shot that's open? So I think it takes a little bit of humility, but definitely a basketball IQ that says, wait, this is the smarter play right now. Can you think it on the live and while it's going on? So it's definitely important to be able to make those decisions.
It is, yeah, it is.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Move shots.
First one falls for him. Zubac is checked in for Los Angeles. The Spurs also with the sub. Leonard's checked in. And he makes both free throws. And the Lakers, Greg, have acquired some intriguing young talent. Do you see this group blossoming into elite status?
I mean, there's still some question marks. Injuries have been an issue. I do see some all-star potential for some of their young fellas. Superstar potential, though, tougher to say. They've got something to build on, though, and that's key.
The Lakers making a switch here. Berea's checked in. Outside, Green. Here's Leonard. Anderson trying to free himself up. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Lakers leading by 10. Caldwell Pope outside. Here's Ennis. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
Sometimes you get a little outside of yourself. You have to be a little more disciplined.
Now, here's Green. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Kings in Sacramento. Here's Murray. Makes it off the glass. Murray's got 5 points now in the quarter. LA's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Ennis kicks to Nance. To the paint. It's deflected. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. Now let's take a look at how the shots have been divided up between 3-point shots and 2-point shots for the Lakers.
Hey, this is a high-powered offense today. Clicking on all cylinders, making things happen, and also good use of the 3-ball. Just enough to keep the defense off balance.
Spurs trail by 8. Here's Murray. His last outing, he had 8 points. Outside Gasol. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Oh, yeah, incredible teamwork there. A play you perfect only by practicing it until you're blue in the face.
Shot clock at 6. And there's the feed to Berea. Expanding his range. That shot missing. Great D that time from Green. Shot from the wing. Nance gets the rebound.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Well, not all defenses are constructed to protect the mid-range area. Nicely done that time.
Now, here's Zubac. A 17-point game for him in the win against Sacramento.
And at the defensive end, are you kidding me? Blocks 4 shots, an intimidating presence throughout the game.
Leonard against Caldwell Pope. Murray kicks to Green. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Lakers leading by 3. Now the pass to Ennis. Nance a screen. There's a screen. Nance a screen on Green. Green against Barea. Another miss by Barea. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Another one falls for San Antonio.
Well, after not making anything from the field in the first, I mean, he has really elevated his game this second quarter.
Nance a screen. Ennis kicks to Nance. Over to the left wing. And here is Barea outside. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Oh, just a brick wall of a screen. Knocks the defender out of the play.
Green, the screen. Leonard against Caldwell Pope. It's hauled in by Zubats.
He'll be beating himself up if they can't come back because he is not carrying his weight at the offensive end.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, the Spurs' Greg Popovich talked about developing players. He said, our method is usually tough love. I don't think coddling works, and beating them to death mentally doesn't work either. You give them a clear picture of what's demanded, show care, understand what makes them tick. If that doesn't get through, you get rid of them. Kevin?
And the military background of Popovich plays a part in this way of thinking, David. It's why the Spurs have been so successful for so many years. Here is Nance, following the bucket by the Spurs. Kicks it to Barea. Three-pointer. Here's Zubats. Second chance shot. San Antonio with the rebound. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Lakers team.
And they didn't have much of a problem with these guys last season, and quite frankly, you wouldn't expect them to.
Now, here's Green. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game.
Now, he doesn't look like himself right now. Nothing is going his way.
Barea against Green. Nance passes to Ennis. There's a good screen. He kicks it to Caldwell Pope. 5 on the clock. Score the basket, his third after 5 shots.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Murray kicks to Anderson. Dishes it to Green. Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut down to 4 on the bucket from Gasol.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now here's Barea, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. With some arc, and he lays it up and in. Caldwell Pope's got 9.
Well, he's been the safety valve for them on every possession. So dependable.
Gasol setting the pick for Leonard. And it's San Antonio with another.
Solid pick to create that opening. The soft touch on the jumper.
Barea kicks to Ennis. Back to Barea. Nance a screen. Barea against Green. Puts up a 3. The rebound by Anderson. Anderson's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And the wide open shot from Green. And the 3 off target. Los Angeles leading by 4. Out to the right wing. Now Ennis. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Sacramento. Barea kicks to Zubats. And the shot goes in.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And he's at 73% this year at the foul line. Adequate, but not spectacular.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Andrew Bogut checked in for Nance. Harrison Barnes comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for J.J. Barea. And Ball subbed in for Tyler Ennis.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And Chris, you've been working as an analyst now for quite some time. Do you feel that how you view and enjoy the game has changed as you've transitioned from being a player on the floor to the booth?
You know what? I've learned a lot, and I've learned to look at the game a different way, but I look at the game the same way. I think the onus is on the player to execute what the coach and the GM puts out there for you to do, for you not to become a one-dimensional player, for you to improve in the summertime. That's the only time you can improve. And when you don't come back and you don't improve, it's obvious that you have the same glaring weaknesses that you had the year before. Even if you're not on a team that can compete for a championship, you want to make sure that you compete for a championship, that you compete for an all-star, that you compete to have your name out there. And so a lot of times we'll watch some of those teams, and I love seeing that they compete or if they laid it down early in the season. So, no, I would say that really what gives me an advantage is that the way that I looked at the game, and hopefully, you know, that gives me a unique perspective when I'm out there trying to talk to other basketball heads like myself.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Clarkson kicks the ball. Here's the floater. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Zubats. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first half.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
Curry against Gay. Passes to Parker. Feeds it to Ginobili. He's looking for Leonard and finds him, and he comes up with the deuce. Leonard's got 10.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
Now here's Curry. 8 points his last outing. Pass the ball. 6 on the shot clock. Bogut with a screen on Aldridge. Here's Ball. It's good. Ball's got his second basket of the night.
And how clever is this guy? I mean, just no fear going with the soft, high-arcing floater.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Kentavious, you guys were getting a lot of offensive rebounds in the first half. How important was that?
Oh, man, that is important, man. We got to keep them off the glass. We can't get them second shot, and we got offensive rebounds too as well. Get us some second chance at the basket and just keep working hard.
Well, you made it work in the first half, KCP. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. Time for the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. A competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. They never trailed by more than 3 points, and it was neck and neck the entire period. Looking at the Lakers and taking a look at the Lakers, Shaq, what'd you think?
Well, I like it, Ernie, because they're just not settling for outside shots. You know, that part of the game is pretty when it's going in. We've seen plenty of teams try that and fail. You got to have a balanced approach. And tonight, they found a ton of success inside. Basketball and championships are won inside out. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about the Spurs?
Their three-point shooters struggle to get into a rhythm. It's a mental thing. You start clanking them, and your teammates start. It's contagious. Now, percentage-wise, shooting in the low 30s, it's not horrific, but it's not great. And they have to improve their accuracy from deep in the second half, or they're going to have a hard time coming back.
And that will wrap up our halftime report, as it's just about time for the start of the second half.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. Here's Parker. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Ball runs point with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope to his side. They're the backcourt. Ivica Zubac is out there with Nance, and it's Barnes, and at the 3, the small forward. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Ball kicks to Nance. There's a good screen. He dishes it to Caldwell-Pope. He feeds it to Ball. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. Leonard's got his 6th rebound on the night. Parker with it. Now guarded by Ball. Stolen by Ball. Some solid defense from Gay.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Parker up top. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. Last game for the Spurs. They picked up the W against the Kings. Here's Barnes, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
And Harrison Barnes, just a tremendous athlete at that small forward position. I think his strength enables him to guard up and hold his own against power forwards, and coaches love that versatility.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
That's good from Barnes. And Greg, you look at the versatility of Barnes. He can defend, I think, 3 positions.
And that's what the league is all about now. Switching on picks, much more popular. And with an all-around solid defender like Barnes, it doesn't uncover mismatches.
Pau Gasol's checked in for the Spurs. He doesn't get the second one. Spurs trail by 6. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Here's Aldridge. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And here's Barnes for 3. No good that time. And the Spurs going the other way now.
0 for 3 now since halftime. Taking them a little while to find their rhythm.
Green kicks to Aldridge. Leonard inside, covered by Barnes, and it's going to be a 3-second call. And this break gives us a moment to look at the leading playmakers among rookies for the past 10 games. Lonzo Ball is second.
And those are some of the finest passers the rookie class has to offer. I mean, that's some great company. I think he'd like to stay right in that mix.
Now, here's Ball. He has 6. Over in the corner, Caldwell-Pope. There's the screen. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Well, after failing to hit on their first 3 attempts of the half, they finally got one to go there.
So far in the game, he's 0 of 2 at the line.
And to look at his percentage from the line, you see him at 89%. That's an indicator of what a consistent stroke he has.
Laverne, he's checked in for Pau Gasol.
One shot, behind the lanes.
Chris, you've been broadcasting as an analyst for the better part of a decade now. Talk about your process when you personally prepare for a broadcast, prepare for a game.
Wow, that's crazy. It is almost the better part of a decade. It doesn't seem that long. I can't believe I've been retired that long, but
I know.
Right? I can't. Wow, time flies,
I can't
man.
either.
I have to thank so many of the guys that I've worked with that have taught me kind of how to do it. But my process is kind of like a basketball game when I play. There's a scouting report. I look at the scouting report. I look at the stats for the season. I compare the two teams. I look at this. If I was playing for Team A, what would we have to do? What would my role be? And then I look at it for Team B. I love coaching and management and looking at all those things. And so it gives me a chance to play all those roles and then come up with the game plan. And then from there, I just try to make sure I kind of stick to the rules of commentating when we start the game and go from there. But my preparation is really to get deep into the numbers of each team, but then more importantly, how they've been playing, add that context of what I did as a player, and I know what the teams are going through along with all those analytics, and then kind of just let it fly, and hopefully the fans have fun watching it. But that's my process.
That free throw good from Laverne. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Ball with it. He has 6. Nance a screen on Leonard. Here's Barnes. Bank shot, no good.
Frozen. Guy is just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Parker outside. Aldridge kicks to Leonard. No good with the triple.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
The dish to Barnes. Trying his luck deep. Barnes with another miss. Spurs trail by 6. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Aldridge a screen. Nobody near Leonard. And it's good on the assist by Parker. 15 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, the assist by Parker, just brilliant. Really seeing his teammates out there.
Ball kicks to Barnes. Pass to Zubac. Lakers working the ball around now. Shot clock at 5. Ball. Los Angeles with another miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
The feed now to Aldridge. Leonard with the ball. Guarded now by Barnes. Open shot, Green. And another basket for San Antonio.
How about this run they're in the midst of, on the verge of tying it up or maybe even taking the lead?
This is just an incredible effort to cut into this lead and get into a position where they could really steal this win.
Nobody near Barnes. Knocks down the 3 ball. Barnes has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And Ball sets up his teammates, and when they're open, quick to whip it around. One of the best ball movers in the league.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. 1 free throw coming up. The Spurs have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. J.J. Barea checked in for Los Angeles. Then for the Spurs, DeJounte Murray, he's checked in for Laverne. And it's Mills in for Tony Parker.
One shot.
Here's Barea. Barnes outside. Back to Barea. Barnes left side. Back to Barea. Jacks up a 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Barea's got 6 points. Spurs trail by 4. The pass to Aldridge. Shoots over Zubac. No good off the back of the rim.
And as he squares up from mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Well, he did a great job of staying patient, letting the man make his move, and getting right up on the jump shot.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, guys, Kawhi Leonard has become a go-to scorer, but his focus still starts at the defensive end. He said, my mindset is the same every game. Whoever I'm playing against, I go in and try to stop their best scorer and then try to get myself going on the offensive end. Kevin?
And David, that's what you get with Kawhi. Mr. Consistency, one of the best two-way players in the game. Now here's Barea. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. And that one's good, Barnes.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Mills dishes to Leonard. Back to Mills. Kicks to Leonard. Here's the three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Leonard's got two now from beyond the arc in the third for San Antonio. Now here's Barea. Defense is right there. Zubats, that's good. He's got 9.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Mills passes to Green. Back to Mills. Outside Aldridge. Green kicks to Murray. Dishes to Aldridge. Shoots over Zubats. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
He's just able to shoot over people at a high rate.
But yeah, using his size, that's what I like about his game. He understands where he has the advantage. Then he exploits it.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. 12 points for him. A nice shot by Barea.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Got that one up quick. And that's now 11 points for LaMarcus Aldridge.
After failing to be aggressive and look for a shot in the first half, you don't have to let him know this time. You don't have to remind him now. He is really taking his game over in the second.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Oh, yeah, he might have seen something he wants to exploit. Well, we'll see what they run coming out of this.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Andrew Bogut checked in for Zubats. Curry comes in for Caldwell Pope. And it's Clarkson in for Ball. Rudy Gay's checked in for the Spurs. Ginobili comes in for Murray.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Mills dishes to Gay. A rebound by the Lakers. Bogut's got his 6th rebound on the night. Clarkson kicks to Curry. And the 3 off target. Spurs trail by 8. Passes it to Leonard. Spurs passing it around. Here's Mills. Here's Aldridge. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
Two shots.
The first one falls. Pau Gasol is checked in for San Antonio. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Count that one. And 11 points for Rudy Gay.
And the wily athleticism of Gay helps him in these situations. Just so clever at finding ways to bury shots against defenders.
Bogut with a screen on Ginobili. Here's Clarkson. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Clarkson's got 10 points in the game.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
Team ball. Great execution on offense. Everyone working together. You wish you could have that on every play.
Now here's Ginobili. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Mills with it. Guarded now by Andrew Bogut. Here's Gasol. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
And Gasol excels from that mid-range area. If you leave him open from there, you're going to pay the price. And Pau Gasol, one of the most skilled 7-footers this league has ever seen. Whether it's the low post, high post, flaring off picks, you want the ball in his hands.
Bogut rejected by Gasol.
And really, Gasol does an incredible job getting his hands up in the air, which results in a ton of rejection.
Now here's Mills. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Kicks it out to Ginobili. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. And Pau Gasol, a very good perimeter shooter, starting to stretch his range out beyond that three-point arc.
Yeah, his face-up game is becoming more and more prominent. Working from that elbow, he's become more of a triple threat. He can shoot it, drive it, and pass at a high level.
And here is Barnes. Manu Ginobili getting his 3 to go. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. We take a second here to take a look at the shot chart for the Lakers.
The saying is live by the 3 and die by the 3, and they are living quite comfortably, I might add, out there. You almost expect every chance they hoist up to find its way through the netting. Right now, they are opening up a lot of chances inside as the defense has to respect them when they step up to the line from deep.
And the first one drops. And the Lakers making a change here. Ennis is checked in. Barnes hits them both.
After being a little hesitant in the first, he looked much more intent on getting himself to the strike.
And Mills kicks to Ginobili. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. Teams that make their free throws, they're so tough down the stretch. Let's check out the best. In the third spot, the Spurs.
You know, it's really a team-wide talent. You want to foul to stop layups, but against them, you're not saving much. They'll make you pay time and again.
Now here's Curry. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. The baseline J doesn't get it to drop for him. Good work defensively by Gay. Ginobili against Clarkson. Ginobili the pass to Gasol. Now here's Mills. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Gay can't get it to go. 55 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Clarkson. And it's Gay with the rebound. Gay's got his 4th rebound in this one. He kicks to Mills. Back to Gay. Gasol a screen. Mills in the corner. Buries it from 3-point range. Mills has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The Lakers in the lead. Ennis kicks to Clarkson. Feeds to Barnes. Screen by Bogut. The drive by Barnes. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. Barnes has got 13 points.
Something lit a fire under him this quarter. Their lead safe as long as he's on the floor.
There's the pick. Mills dishes to Gay. Here's Aldridge. And the Spurs scoring again.
Oh, the feed was perfect. The timing, the placement, everything was right on the money.
From deep. Got it off in time, but it's no good. Harrison Barnes getting it done for Los Angeles. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Greg Popovich.
This game is a big boy game. Physicality, toughness with the ball. The transition D is equally important. Love it. You know what you got to do.
We have to love Greg Popovich. Starts off by challenging his guys, and then gives them encouragement.
Yeah, and that's what the great coaches do. I mean, they know when to push and when to pull, how to keep guys motivated.
We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. On the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter. Aldridge is at the 4 with Gasol at the 5. The timeless Parker and Manu are the 1 and the 2. And it's Gay in at the 3. Now here's Parker. Pass to Gay. Over Curry. Gay can't hit. The Lakers shooting 43% from the field. Curry with it. He's picked up by Parker. Curry kicks to Ennis. He dishes it to Clarkson. He feeds it to Bogut. Nance a screen. Here's Curry with the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Curry's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Lakers. Parker outside. The dish to Gay. Doesn't go for him. Curry with some nice D. Los Angeles leading by 4. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Pass to Ennis. The feed to Bogut. Lakers working the ball around now. Nance a screen. Shot off the pick. And it hung on the rim but wouldn't fall for him. Spurs trail by 4. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Good looking screen by Gasol. Out to Parker from beyond the arc. That shot's good on the assist by Ginobili. Ginobili's got 3 assists now in this one. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Clarkson passes to Curry. The pass to Ennis. Nance a screen on Parker. Gasol with the steal. Parker outside. Kicks it to Gasol. Ginobili with the ball. Guarded now by Andrew Bogut. No good on the shot. The Lakers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Nance sets a screen for Ennis. Ginobili against Clarkson. Some solid defense from Gasol.
A hand right in his face on the layup. Excellent defense that time in the paint.
Gasol a screen on Bogut. Parker kicks to Gasol to take the lead, and the officials call a traveling violation.
That's a critical error they can't afford right now. This game is too tight to make mistakes like that.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Ivica Zubac has checked in for Andrew Bogut. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Tyler Ennis. Then for the Spurs, Kawhi Leonard comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Green in for Manu Ginobili. There's a good screen. In the corner, it's Clarkson. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
Oh, and that's his second three-pointer this half. I mean, he's really cooking now.
Parker dishes to Gay. Outside, Green. Passes it to Leonard. Shoots over Curry. And that one comes up a bit short. Lakers leading by 4. Pass to Zubac. Green against Curry. Dishes to Nance. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Spurs trail by 6. Gasol a screen. Here's Leonard, and the layup's good off the glass. Leonard's got 10 points in just the second half.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
And defensively, you know he's feeling good right now. And as the opposing team, you better adjust your scheme accordingly.
Now, here's Clarkson. Back to Curry. They set the pick. 6 to shoot. And Nance kicks to Caldwell-Pope. But they get it back. Outside Curry. And right through it goes. And the Lakers lead by 6. The Spurs have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Parker kicks to Gay. Feeds it to Gasol. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
And you're starting to see some tired legs on those defenders as we come down the stretch here, Clark.
I mean, at some point, you got to think about subbing some of these guys out, getting them a little bit of a breather. They just can't keep up.
Now, here's Clarkson. And Nance kicks to Zubats. And here is Curry. Off target with his 3.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Outside, Green. Screened by Parker. Green kicks to Gay. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. In the corner, it's Clarkson. There's a screen. Here's Curry with the 3. They get it back. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
I mean, he is just demoralizing his opponent right now on the backboard. They didn't want anything to do with him on that possession, almost like they were just giving up on the play.
His dominance on the boards is really putting them on their heels. They want no part of this man out there tonight.
Caldwell Pope passes to Curry. High, arcing shot. He takes it up and lays it in. And it's an 8-point Laker lead.
Oh, the floater's a tough shot, even when you're that close to the bucket.
Parker dishes to Gay. Gasol a screen. Parker kicks to Gasol. A 3 from Leonard. Another miss by Leonard.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Curry can't get it to go. Spurs trail by 8. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. And Kawhi Leonard, the only player other than Michael Jordan and Hakeem Olajuwon to be an all-star starter. Greg win the Defensive Player of the Year and win a Finals MVP award.
And Kevin, I think it's fair to say that's some lofty company to be in. You're worried with the retirement of Tim Duncan. Would the Spurs go through a lull? And they found another two-way superstar to kind of build their team around, much in the same in terms of mannerisms as a Tim Duncan.
And he knocks down the first one.
And how about the evolution of Leonard's game over time? From role player to full-fledged star, a dynamite also defensively.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Curry. And Ball subbed in for Jordan Clarkson. The Spurs also with the sub. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Rudy Gay. Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Ball, the pass to Nance. He kicks it to Ball. Nance a screen. Nance sets a screen for Caldwell Pope. Clock at 6. There's the 3. San Antonio with the rebound.
He hit a 3 in the first half. Now he's searching for his first outside shot in the second half.
Parker with it. Now guarded by Ball. Aldridge against Caldwell Pope. Puts it up from 15. And he connects with the jumper. 16 points for Aldridge.
Well, he played very poorly in the first half, but during the second half, he's feeling it. He's really flipped the on switch and owned it.
Here's the screen. The dish to Barnes. Nice teamwork to set up the pick play and make the space for the J.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
A lot of times your defense is your offense is your defense. This is poor decision-making right here. You can't let them have that shot. Also might have been a lack of effort.
Oh, just a solid screen to free him up. Makes the layup possible.
Down low, Gasol with the steal. Parker outside. Green with a screen on Caldwell Pope. Parker dishes to Aldridge. Shot clock at 6. Over Nance. Aldridge misses.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
Well, that just shows you can do everything right sometimes, but still get the wrong result.
Now, here's Ball. They set the pick. Pass to Zubac. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Leonard kicks to Parker. Green, the screen. To the middle, up off the screen.
Love the fact that he can use his length to annoy shooters. Make sure whoever he's on doesn't get off a clean shot.
Look at this. I like this. Team basketball. Keeping the ball moving till they find the right shot.
Here's Parker following the basket by Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Parker passes to Leonard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Gets an open look and hits. Leonard's got 6 in the quarter.
If you leave him alone, he'll drain that mid-range jumper all day long.
And Ball slams it in.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Spurs trail by 8. Here is Parker. Gasol a screen. Parker dishes to Leonard. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got his 4th assist in this one.
And he has the chops for this, raising the intensity when it matters most.
But he's showing you he wants to close this game out. That's an attitude that he brings and is appreciated by this team.
San Antonio's gone 2 of 3 in the 4th quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Green kicks to Gasol. Parker with it. Now guarded by Ball. Good looking screen by Gasol. Jumper off the screen. Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Leonard.
Oh, just a brick wall of a screen. Knocks the defender out of the play.
Here's the screen. Caldwell Pope kicks to Ball. Good on the 3-point shot. And the Lakers lead by 6.
And Ball has tremendous confidence in that shot. As soon as the pass hits his hands, he's ready to pull up.
Now here's Parker. He dishes it to Green. He feeds it to Leonard. Sinks it. And now they trail by just 4.
Great job right there, Kevin. Beating the defense to the spot. Love the strong, aggressive effort right there.
And he commits the intentional foul. Here's Caldwell Pope. There's 31 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. To the inside, Gasol with the steal.
And you know what? The double team there, that quick hitter threw him for a loop there and forced the turnover. And this atmosphere is bananas.
Well, guys separate themselves by how they perform in clutch situations. Give this man his props.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And Caldwell Pope is a guy you cannot leave open at any time. Just a very good shooter from any spot on the floor.
Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Making this a 2-possession game. That's the benefit of knocking down the easy ones.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're behind by 4. There's 21 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
And they're going to have to score. Quick foul. Can't waste any time here.
Well, it's a lot to talk about in this huddle. They'll also have to decide who they'll want to foul.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
During that break, Greg Popovich really had some strong advice for his team. He told them they have to keep fighting. He said, hey, look, we're right here, but we can't make mistakes. You got to be aggressive and smart. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
And I bet you'll never see too many guys who can put forth an effort on the boards like this one.
It's effort, it's ability. He also has incredible instinct.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. He's able to hit the second one, and that puts them up by 5. San Antonio calls timeout. They're trailing by 5. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Gay outside. The shot missing. And the call will be against Tony Parker. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game. Now Gay can't get it to fall. And so Los Angeles takes the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Andrew, we know that you are a defensive presence in the paint, but how do you find balance to also contribute offensively?
Just attack the rim. I think there's a couple of opportunities where I had a chance to attack the rim and get closer to the basket on my post move. So I'm working on it. There's always room to improve.
Well, congratulations on the win, Andrew. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.